Hi, I'm Morena Gatefula. I'm a healer, I'm a seer, I'm a multidimensional being. It's night here, it's 11 o'clock. I'm in Rio de Janeiro and I'm going out with my friends. And yes, I can use the Uber by myself. I'm half Sri Lankan, I'm half German. My mom is Sri Lankan and my dad is German. I'm born there, I'm brought up, but I was many years in India and in Sri Lanka. I travel the world. So I see a lot, I know a lot. And no, I'm not just in rich hotels. I stay in Airbnbs, I stay with friends, I stay with normal people, with poor people, with rich people. I stay with people I love and I feel they're like family. So I just want to share some stories about Sri Lanka, and what's shocking to me is, yes, I'm half Sri Lankan and I love Sri Lanka because the nature there is amazing. What I can say about people? That's a question, right? Now, me being a woman, I travel alone and I have been many years in Sri Lanka by myself, and people always say, oh, you stay alone? And yes, I was always staying alone. Besides that I had amazing friends who would give me a home. And no, those are my friends. I don't sleep with them. Okay, so it does exist that men and women do have friendship without having sex, giving kisses, or anything else. It does exist, and it's quite normal all over the world. Just maybe not in Sri Lanka. And no, I don't want to blackmail or say something bad about Sri Lanka. I just want to bring awareness. So because most of the times I speak things out which people don't say in Sri Lanka. I have made videos. I have a YouTube channel. It's called Arena International, which I talk about incest, which I talk about sexuality, which I talk about drug abuse, alcohol abuse, or addiction. And now I'm in Brazil. People hardly smoke. They only maybe drink on the weekend. They're very health conscious. They eat healthy. They go out everywhere. Even in the middle of the night, they go to the beaches and they play volleyball. Even little children are out and playing. When I was in Mexico, people said, oh, Mexico is so dangerous. You know what? It's so dangerous that people and children play till 1 o'clock in the night on the road and playing ball with the ball or playing or whatever. And a lot of girls are out, tiny little girls, till 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning playing. Do you know that? Have you seen that in Sri Lanka? No. In Sri Lanka, by 6 o'clock in the evening, latest 7, all the women are inside the house. There are no children outside. And was it always like that? No, it wasn't. We had a wartime. I remember I was watching my mom's album. And guess what? I was shocked when I saw the photos, because Sri Lankan women, even in the villages, used to wear really short mini skirts. And it was normal before the war happened. It was normal, nothing happened. People were safe, people were more open, and they felt safe. And I don't know what happened in Sri Lanka that now women are wearing really long skirts. And even if I would wear a skirt like this, and now you can see, I mean, I'm not naked, it's just a deep cut, okay, which is not a big deal. I'm a woman, so yeah, I have boobs, that's what it is. And it doesn't mean I want to have sex. I know in Sri Lanka that when I can't even smile at men, because they think I want sex. No, I smile because I'm happy. I smile at someone because maybe that person feels happy when I smile at them. And it doesn't mean I want to have sex with them, not at all. So when I was staying in Sri Lanka with my family, and I had a boyfriend. And what happened is that, because it's about domestic violence, but what does it mean? Domestic violence is abuse, is physical abuse. It comes when there are unhealthy conditions, when there's no respect towards women or no respect towards men. And how does it happen? It happens because parents beat up their children. It starts already there. As a parent, you don't beat up your children. When I was staying with my family in the village, I used to see that parents would take a stick, a bamboo, a leather belt, and beat up their children like crazy for the most simple things. You don't need to hit your child to educate them. You don't need to. Why? You create fear in your child, you create anger in your child because your child cannot defend themselves. You as an adult, you can explain things to your child, they're very smart, but the moment you hit them, they get traumatized, they don't trust you, they don't trust anyone in life, they get suppressed anger, and and their solution is, what they think is, they have to hit other people. That's what the solution is, that's what's supposed to be. So that means love is like cruelty, love is like hitting, love is like controlling, but that's not love. It's actually fear. So they think in their mind, oh, I love my wife, I love my husband, I love my children, I need to beat them. No, sorry, that's not how it works. Who I am, I'm a woman. Who I am, I stand on my own feet. I don't sleep around for money, nor do I take shit from people. I travel on my own and I know what I do. So yes, I'm speaking up here because I truly feel I can do that. And so when it's about domestic violence so what happened is I had a boyfriend and he was beating me up. That is so many years ago. And when I reached out to my family, and because I really wanted help, because I don't want this, I don't want that a guy has the acknowledgement, approval to hit me, because I deserve to be treated well. And I wanted help from the police, and then my family didn't help me, the village people didn't help me, and they all said, no, you cannot go to the police. And I said, why? And then I found out most of the times if women try to reach out for help, the family feels ashamed. At the same time, they're not safe with the police because the policemen might do the same with the women. At the same time, I know I have many politicians as friends, but I also know there are a lot of people out there, especially men, who have a lot of money. They just buy themselves free. They rape women, they abuse women, and no one is doing anything. Once I was out with my friends and my friend came very late and he said, I'm so sorry, Agatha. There was a couple, they had a huge fight. The guy was hitting the woman in front of everyone in a nightclub. And I looked at him and I said, what? And he said, yeah, I was helping her because no one was defending her. The guy was just hitting her, no one was supporting her. And the craziest part is that even women, what's wrong with you? What happened to sisterhood? You're supposed to protect each other. You're supposed to help each other. If another woman gets beaten up, help her. Do something. I mean, the more you are, the more you can help. What happened to you? We're supposed to help each other, not to put each other down. And I noticed many women out there, when I say something about Sri Lanka, I was living there. I love Sri Lanka, but I don't take shit. So they say, oh, this woman must be like so easy. Oh, no, like you're defending a man who's treating you badly? That means you don't know about self-worth, you don't know about self-love. And actually that's very sad, because it's so important that you know that you deserve better. It's so important to know that all over the world, women are standing up. All over the world, men are starting to protect women. There are men out there who say, you know what, I will teach you how to defend yourself. I will teach you to feel safe. There are men who protect women from other men who are cruel. And unfortunately, in Sri Lanka, there's a lot of trauma from the war, from drug abuse. I spoke to people that I know that children, even in school, start taking drugs like ice and all those things. And it's not healthy, it's not safe. It's time to make changes, but how does it start? Start helping each other, start becoming brothers and sisters, start mixing up crowds between men and women, start making, I saw one video which they made some games, men and women playing with balls and volleyball. And when I was in Peru and in Mexico, they play soccer. Young, old, Men, women, children, adults, they all play in one game, and it's not about winning, it's just about having fun. This is what I wish for Sri Lanka. This is what I wish in the future. This is what I want. It's good to respect parents, but it's not good to have fear. It's good to be in love with a man or a woman, but it's not to be good to be afraid of them and to be controlled by them. If you're jealous, ask yourself, why are you so insecure? Are you scared to be your own self? Then definitely it's not love. I know many people out there might hate me for what I'm saying right now, but if you just go to bed and you think about or maybe rewatch the video, you might feel that it's the truth what I'm saying. You can be happy, you can choose happiness and feel safe and happy, or you can choose fear. So what do you choose? How do you want to live life? I spoke to one friend of mine and he said he's living in fear and he has the burden. He's worrying all the time about his children, day and night, and he's miserable. And I'm like, what? I said, if you're miserable and you're being the father and the children looking up to their parents, how can they be happy ever in life? Because they will try to be you. And if you're miserable, they try to be miserable. So as a parent, treat your children well. As a partner, treat your partner well. Treat them with love and care, because that's what the world needs. Be nice, be gentle, be respectful. Speak your truth and set healthy boundaries. Say no. And if someone is not treating you well, walk away. And worrying about another human being is not helping anyone. But you starting to be happy is helping others, because they can see you're happy and then they can follow you. They can watch you and say, wow, this person is happy. I want to be happy too. And people open up more, they start trusting and they start being more honest. This is what the world needs. So about domestic violence, please leave the place when you're not feeling safe. Please leave and be with other sisters and brothers who support you. If you have any questions, you can always reach out to me. I know there's so much potential, and the most funniest thing is that, if it's about women, why are men taking charge and telling you what to do? You should talk with the women. It's even about your period, about sexuality. There's so many things which you should talk about. Hiding and feeling ashamed and feeling guilty of something is not helping. Talk about what happened to you. Open up so other people can help you. I met a woman, like so many tuk-tuk drivers, they show their sexual organs like in the middle of the day. How can that be okay? It's not okay. And I had a friend, she was walking on the road and one guy was sitting naked in the car and showing himself. And yes, that's violence. That's also abuse. And the mother-in-law, she's actually helping a lot of women in the community. But when the daughter-in-law came up to her and told her that, the mother-in-law didn't do anything. She was keeping quiet because she didn't want to feel insulted within her own community. Sorry, this is not how it works. So please help each other, talk about what's going on, and reach out to people who help you. And there are enough women out there who do. It's not all about looks. It's not all about beauty. It's about who you are, because if you're truly beautiful from inside, you're beautiful from outside. So it's not all about makeup. It's not all about clothes, and it's not all about money. Don't sell yourself for money. And money comes to you when you're happy, because you're successful and you're strong when you're safe and when you're happy. I love you very much. Greetings from Rio de Janeiro. Bye.